Welcome to Hazard Perception. Watch the clips, see if you can spot the hazard, and then we'll replay the clips and explain where and when you should be clicking for maximum points. Good luck. Let's watch this clip back. In the first hazard perception training video, we discussed the stages of hazard and why you should click when a hazard is developing. As we turn left into this road, we notice there's a vehicle with brake lights on, obstructing the road. Click here. While it's not something directly affecting us right now, it is a developing hazard, and as we progress down the road, the situation has the potential to escalate into an actual hazard, which, remember, is anything we had to stop, slow or swerve for. As we progress further down the road, the obstructing vehicle parks, but we notice a car door open. This also is a developing hazard with the potential to be an actual hazard we need to react to, so we'll click for this as well. Then a pedestrian steps out from the car, and we know this must be the scoring hazard for this clip. We clearly need to slow down and move to avoid the pedestrian, but we've caught the hazard early. For maximum points, click the hazard as soon as it's developing, not when it's an actual hazard that you need to react to immediately. Let's use this clip as an example of hazards that you need to click for that won't necessarily develop into an actual hazard. How many can you spot? Let's watch this clip back. If you click too many times on one clip, you'll be disqualified and score 0. On the single hazard clip, that's about 5 times, and on the double hazard clip, it's about 10 times. It's a common error to mistakenly save your clicks until the hazard develops into something you need to react to now, but for maximum points we need to be clicking them early. Click every developing hazard, like this lady and child on the right, in case they step out. Or this lady washing her car on the right, in case she walks into the road. There were 2 developing hazards in this clip that I wanted you to spot. If either of them had developed, we would have bagged 5 points for clicking early, and we only used 2 clicks, nowhere near the maximum that would have got us disqualified. Let's watch this clip back. Now that we know we need to click for hazards when they're developing and not when we have to actually react to something, hopefully you clicked here, as soon as you saw the cyclist. Sure, the cyclist could and should have stopped at the giveaway line, but we anticipated the hazard situation and clicked early for maximum points. The test is set up like this to help you when you're driving. If we're only reacting to and dealing with hazards when they're already a problem, we'll be braking harshly, swerving unsafely and causing accidents. If we can gently slow down early for developing hazards, such as this cyclist, we'll be much safer on the roads. Let's watch this clip back. A common clip to find on your hazard perception test is an overtake on a cyclist. We need to acknowledge this as a hazard so we deal with it correctly. It's a hazard because it requires us to check mirrors, decide when it's safe to overtake, and then change position to get past. The tricky thing with this is to decide when to click. We wouldn't click as soon as we see the cyclist because it's too far away. It's only a potential hazard at this point. The cyclist could turn into a side road, or we could have to stop for traffic lights. As we get closer and it becomes clear we'll need to overtake the cyclist, the hazard is now developing. The problem is finding the exact point where the cyclist goes from a potential hazard to a developing hazard. For safety, you should use the 3-click method that we explained in detail in an earlier hazard perception training video. Click once just before you think the hazard is developing, once when you think the hazard is developing, and again just after. This maximizes your chance of getting 5 points at the very start of the scoring window. The system only scores clicks inside the scoring window, and if you click more than once inside the scoring window, it will only count the first click, so you'll still get the most points. Let's watch this clip back. When this clip opens, we can see that we're on a narrow road and not fully on our side of it. A very likely hazard here will be what we call a meeting situation, where we meet and have to deal with a vehicle coming towards us from the opposite direction. Did you notice the big van appear through the trees? As we know we're on a road only wide enough for one, as soon as we see a vehicle come towards us, we know we've got a hazard situation to deal with, and we should click straight away. Looking for clues in the clip as soon as it starts is really useful. It will focus you and help you catch the hazard more quickly for more points. Let's watch this clip back. You're thinking, what? That was just a traffic light. But we also class them as a hazard. When they're on green, we'd call it a potential hazard so that we're ready for them to change. If they don't, we pass by and keep scanning for more hazards. If they do, then we need to react by slowing down early so that we don't have to jam on the brakes at the last minute. As soon as the traffic light changes, you should click, and the scoring window will be very small, so being ready to click for traffic lights on your hazard perception test will help you score more points. Let's watch this clip back. This is a very busy clip with a lot going on. Let's talk it through. First, we see a car emerge that's too far away to cause us a problem, but then another car appears from the left. We should click this in case they follow and emerge as well. They don't, and we carry on. There are a lot of pedestrians around, but none of them look like they'll cause us an issue until we see this one standing right on the curb, looking into the traffic as though they want to find a gap to cross. We'll click for this too. They don't cross, so we carry on scanning. We now see a white shirt emerge onto the zebra crossing. We'll click this for sure, and this hazard develops into something we clearly need to slow down for. We've only used 3 clicks to get to the hazard in this clip, so you can see that we don't have to spare the clicks, even on a busy road like this. If we're looking out for the right things and clicking for everything we can see that's developing, we'll stand the best chance of scoring maximum points. If this is your first hazard perception video, then be sure to click the playlist on the right so you can watch the other videos for the full free training package. Before you go though, click the like button so YouTube knows this video was helpful and they recommend it to other people so it can help them too. While you're there, click the subscribe button and press the notification bell because we're always updating and expanding the hazard perception playlist with new information. Plus, when you pass your theory test, you'll find all our Learn to Drive and mock test videos really useful. Good luck on your test.